Thank you very much, Drago. I would like to express my deep gratitude to all organizers of this conference, especially to Drago Čepar, to Roman Globokar, to Kol Darem. I would like to express my gratitude to Elena Miroshnikova and Derek Davis for editing this wonderful book. And I'm thankful for the possibility to be here with you. You will find paper on the situation in the Derek's and Elena's book. Something was changing in the time when I sent my text for the Routledge handbook. It was not known nothing about the results of census taken in 2011. Now I brought new informations. You can see how the situation concerning of religious demography demographics is changing in 10 years in Slovakia. You can see that 62% of the population declared their affiliation to the Roman Catholic Church. In brackets you have old information which is in the Routledge book. It was 68.9 in 2001. 3.8 population is affiliated to the Byzantine Catholic Church, so-called Greek Catholics or Uniats. 5.9 to the Lutheran Church. 13.4% of population declare themselves as being without confession, and we don't know nothing about religion about more than 10% of population. In the paper you will find more about constitutional principles and principal questions of status of activities of churches and religious societies. Legislator laws about it was not changed in last 6 years. So it was published in Routledge. It was also published already in the book of Kol Darem and Javier Martinez Torun after Washington conference, which was mentioned in Elena's speech. I will concentrate on some special question on education. This question is disputed now, exactly now, since September in Slovakia, and especially about financing of school facilities which are founded by churches and private sector. So more to the system. According to the Constitution, everyone has the right to education. School attendance is compulsory. It's known. Currently, compulsory education in Slovakia is 10 years until student has 16. What is interesting more this. Maybe you all know that we have basic treaty between the Slovak Republic and the Holy See, and the agreement between the Slovak Republic and the registered churches and religious societies. The issue of religious education is more detailed in this treaty and this agreement. The contacting parties refer to a more detailed amendment in special agreements, so-called separate agreements or special agreements. I will talk more about it. So this is one important part of our system of state-church relations or confessional law. The right to religious education is also guaranteed by Act on the System of Primary and Secondary School. In the wording of later regulations, persons appointed by churches and religious societies may teach religion at all schools and educational institutions which are part to this educational system of the Slovak Republic. By the way, almost all schools existing in Slovakia are part of this system, excluding some special entities which are founded by embassies. So they have some special schools. And if I see my colleague, especially Embassy of Indonesia has some special school for other diplomats' children. Churches and religious societies have the right for educational purposes to establish, administer and employ primary schools, secondary schools, universities and educational institutions in compliance with the provisions of law. These schools and educational institutions have the same position as the state schools and educational institutions, and they are an important and equal part of the educational system of the country. And they are usually in very good results in testing, as St. Stanislav institution, as I already know since yesterday in your country, in Slovenia. The Slovak Republic gives full recognition to diplomas issued by these schools and institutions and considers them equal to diplomas issued by state schools of the same kind, field or level. Hence they are acknowledged as equivalent to state diplomas. Moreover, the same is true about academic degrees and titles. As you know, most state universities include theological faculties. There are 6 theological faculties in Slovakia at 4 different universities. I can mention Roman Catholic Theological Faculty of Cyril and Methodius at the Comenius University in Bratislava, Lutheran Theological Faculty at the Comenius in Bratislava, Theological Faculty at the University of Trnava, Theological Faculty at the Catholic University in Ružomberok, Greek Catholic Theological Faculty at the University of Prešov, and Orthodox Theological Faculty at the same university. There are also theological institutes and seminaries for future priests. These seminaries are specialized workplaces of public universities or theological faculties, where university students are taught the values promoted by respective church in accordance with the internal policies of the church. State usually has some contribution from the financing point of view to these seminaries. The seminaries could also be autonomous legal entities that have an agreement with the university. In that case, seminary students are taught the values promoted by the respective church in accordance with the internal policy of the church. At the university, education is provided by the university or theological faculty, so they cooperate closely. Act on Higher Education stipulates which paragraph of this act refer to denominational public universities and theological faculties adequately. It concerns 22 paragraphs which refer mainly to the academic rights and freedom, establishment of schools, academic self-government and its field of activity, rectors or presidents of universities, deans, acceptance and disciplinary proceedings, rights and responsibilities of students, university teachers, and agencies of scientific council and executive board of the university. So in this paragraph are some specialties for theological faculties. Maybe you know that in 2000 the Catholic University was established. The Catholic Church established this university in Ružomberok. Its operation is supported by state financial contributions. Its establishment was confirmed by the Bishop Conference of Slovakia. The Catholic University has currently 4 faculties. It's a Faculty of Art, Theological Faculty, which is in Košice, the Faculty of Health and Medicine, and the Pedagogical Faculty, and I hope in a short time they will have also Faculty of Law. No, back. So back to two special treaties. No, sorry. One before the last, please. It's more sensitive, maybe. Yes. Yeah, this one. Thank you. Hvala. So, on January 2004, the National Council of the Slovak Republic gave its consent to the treaty between the Slovak Republic and the Holy See on Catholic education, and in the same year as well the agreement between the Slovak Republic and 11 registered churches and religious societies on religious education. In the treaty between the Slovak Republic and the Holy See on Catholic education, it was ratified on June 4, 2004, as I mentioned. The Slovak Republic proceeded from the constitution of the Slovak Republic above all from Articles 12, 24 and 42, and the Holy See from documents of the Second Vatican Council, above all from the Declaration Gravissimum Educationis and from the norms of the canon law. Both contracting parties, also from the Article 9 of the basic treaty between the Slovak Republic and the Holy See. The agreement between the Slovak Republic and the registered churches and religious societies on religious education is the first on the series of agreements anticipated by basic agreement between the Slovak Republic and 11 churches. Treaty between Slovak Republic and Holy See was signed by the President of the Slovak Republic and the Secretary of State of Holy See. Agreement between the Slovak Republic and registered churches and religious societies on religious education was signed by President, Prime Minister and Chairman of the National Council and these 11 leaders of churches. The first one is an agreement with a body of international law. The second one is an interstate agreement. These documents introduce religious education into the Slovak educational system as an elective mandatory subject, which students having to opinion to attend ethic classes as an alternative. The lowest possible number of students in a religious education in one class is 12. Registered churches may include also students from different classes and of different belief in religious education classes with their permission, if they want. If the number of students is lower than required 11, okay. The principal give consent to teaching of religious classes during religious lessons of other denomination, ethics lesson, or after school. One lesson a week is the standard quota for religious or ethics education at state or private primary school. At denominational school, students have 2 lessons of religious education per week. At state or private non-denominational school, high school, there is 1 lesson of religion or ethics per week in the 1st and 2nd classes. In the 3rd and 4th classes, student may, if the school offers such possibility, choose one of these subjects as a non-mandatory supplementary subject. At the denominational high school, students have 2 lessons of religious education per week in all 4 classes. Teachers, of course, they have the same status in labor law or regulations as teacher of other subjects. Of course, they need some permission of churches, like in Catholic environment, Missio Canonica, or some permission of registered church or religious societies. Parents or guardians decide on the religious education of the child until the age of 15. If child is older, they decide. Child is older, they can decide by themselves. The curriculum of religion and religious education have to be approved by the respective church after the statement of the Ministry of Education of the Slovak Republic. What is also very important that in this agreement and treaty, that state guarantees not to demand that the denominational school carry out educational programs inconsistent with the upbringing and educational principles of the respective church. The schools of churches and religious societies will get the same funding, financial funding, as all other schools, state schools, which are in the legal order in the Slovak Republic. As I already mentioned, now, since September, is discussion about school facilities like kindergarten, voluntary schools, and dining rooms, at some other facilities which don't have the same funding, like state school facilities. They have some income around 78 or 80% from state budget in comparing with state school facilities. So more information please find in my paper. Thank you very much for your thank you.